Hi everyone, so I have a review on this L'Oreal La Palette Nude. If you would like to see swatches and hear my take on this palette, please continue watching, and thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope you guys enjoy this review. Go ahead and thumbs it up, it will make my day. Let's get on to the review. So I was actually gifted this palette from one of my subscribers, Anis. She brought this, I think, from the UK, so that I don't know the price there. However, I was on a trip and I saw that this was being sold in Walmart. However, on those palettes they have a 1 and a 2 written on them. This just says, I think this is number 1, which is Rose, because at the back says Color Reach La Palette Nude 01 Rose. So this is pretty much the packaging. I didn't get it in a box or anything like that, and it was just sealed here. It says Rose, and it was just sealed there, and I opened it. I am not a person that fussy about box and all of that kind of stuff, just because I trash those. I do not keep all my palettes and all those things generally in boxes. There's too much for me to do when I'm ready to use them. Packaging, pretty slim, reminds me of a lot of inexpensive drugstore palettes. There are 12 eyeshadows here, so it's pretty convenient and handy. It says 7 grams of products, made in China, and you have 24 months lifespan. It says here that it expires then 12/09/17, so I have until 2017 to use up this product. And this is what it has at the back. And it's plastic. It feels pretty sturdy, not too cheap like some of the beauty supply stores palette. It has a clip when you close it, so that is in itself handy. You can see a lot of fingerprints in here, so what I usually have to do, I've used this a couple times. I kept wiping it because I was looking so icky and dirty, and even for doing this video I was just constantly wiping it because I was so conscious that I was going to be showing you a very dirty looking palette, and that's kind of gross. So this is what pretty much a packaging looks like. I would give it it's nothing too classy, pretty, adorable, so I give it a 4 out of 5, or maybe a 4.5 out of 5. Have no problems with it. It's just not a cutesy palette. Very sleek, however, and you get to see at the back the colors of the palette, which was absolutely awesome. I liked that idea, as again, you know, if you're shopping for, there's 2 of them, so if you're shopping you can look at the back and see how the, you know, what kind of shades you're gonna get, and based on that I do think that some of the shades are like on point, but some are a miss. For example, like this color, if you think you're gonna get a nice peachy shimmery color, it's not that bold and bright. That today is that peachy color, so you can see it's a little off, but some of the colors are a match from at the back, so it gives you a clear idea of what eyeshadows you are getting. And let's get into the swatches, and I'll describe each shadow in itself. Before we go any further, I forgot to mention the mirror. You do get a good size mirror that you can use if you're doing your eyes, and you get a sponge tip applicator with a brush on the other end. I have decided not to trash this because hey, it has a nice little brush here, and this might be an awesome inner tear duct. Thinking about that, let's use it, because I find that I did scratch my eyes, well, like poke my hand into my eyes before doing this video. So this is a nice brush for inner tear duct, so quite useful. So this is what the colors look like. And as you can see, the colors are very cool tone, and they have like a gold undertone with them. Nothing that is not new to the market, in that you have the Naked 3 and the Coastal Scents and a couple of other palettes that I can't come to mind right now, but are more cool tone. So these are pretty nice in itself, and you do get a good range of finishes. I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4 mattes. It's 10 eyeshadows, not 12. I don't know where I got 12 from. Why did I think it was 12? There are 10 shadows and 4 matte, and that's an awesome amount for a palette with just 10 eyeshadows. I don't really see any chunky glitter, except I think this last color has some glitter in it. But all the other colors tend to be more like metallic and satin or shimmers, those kind of stuff, but nothing with chunky glitter. So what everyone wants to see, swatches, let's get started. So the first color here is that nice champagne color that most palettes try to put as a highlighter. I would have wished they actually had a cream matte color, but I'm not complaining because I do like their choices of matte colors. So that's the first one. And then we have this pinky champagne. It's like a pinky champagne kind of color mixed with it. So it can be more or less, we can see it's a, yeah, it's more pink tone, like a baby pink, but it's gorgeous. And I actually have it all over my lid. Then we have this cool tone, like a pale mauve color, rose kind of color. Oh, it's gorgeous. But it's very natural. I actually use this as a color, the color I put on first, that's above my crease to help with blending. And if you want a get ready with me featuring this look, let me know, I'll do it for you guys. And then the next color that's here is a darker kind of like a brown, cool tone brown. What if my lighting is a little too much for you guys? It's like a cool tone brown, but it's like a rose undertone. So it's like you have that cool, I'm talking, let me swatch so you guys can see. The matte colors, I am actually impressed a bit with them just because I find that they are really smooth. So that's the colors. I love that color. I actually have that in my crease. That's what I'm using as part of my crease color. Actually I use that more or less to blend out the crease kind of thing. Then that bright color that appeared to be this one here, peachy, that's it there. Are you guys getting a good swatch? And then we have a color here that is almost like, it's like a cool tone taupe. I know taupes are generally cool tone, but this one is like really cool, almost into like a mauve. Then we have one of my favorite colors that I love from the Reveal 2 palette, and it's that like mauve rose color. It's very light. Oh, it's so gorgeous. I actually put that in my crease when I was applying. So I placed this color first, and then the crease color is that. That's the one I'm showing you guys. Gorgeous color. Absolutely, absolutely love those colors. And then we have a nice shimmery, almost like a satin taupe kind of dupe color there. So let's swatch. I'm just gonna, that's the initial swatch there. That's the peachy color. So it's more like a iridescent gold. Peachy reminds me so much of Melon from MAC. And then those are the other colors there. I'm just gonna build on the latter on all of these to see how buildable they are for you guys. Because to me, when I was applying them to my lid, they looked pretty awesome. So that's them there, and they build really well, as you can see. I mean, amazing. So we have the latter two colors, which one is that cool tone gray, which reminds me now, I recently hauled an eyeshadow from MAC. Is it called Smut or is it Copper Plate? Those are the two that I ordered. This reminds me so much of that color that is in, I think it's in the first Naked palette. Oh my gosh, that's like so pigmented. So yeah, Smut, this gray color is definitely pigmented. That's it. I'm just gonna build it. That's it there. Just gonna build it again. I'm not even gonna build on that last color because it's so pigmented. So that there is the 10. That's a 10 eyeshadows. Wow. I think that the swatches speak for themselves. This is like a holy grail for a drugstore palette. I am utterly impressed. Like, this is 01. I want to get 02, but I'm telling myself, Roanna, no, no need for 02 because this is like so, oh my goodness. And I'll tell you the truth, when I was doing this look, I was overwhelmed with it. I did not have to pack on like with some of the other high-end palettes. I didn't have to pack on shadows. I didn't even apply these wet. Everything, the lid color is dry. I find it so perfect, and it's like, how to say it, it's beautiful. I am like so in love with this palette, and I don't know, I'm so impressed with a lot of these drugstore inexpensive palettes that are coming out there, like even the MUA palette, which was, you know, that I got gifted from Melissa, really nice. And I got Barry M from Stephanie, again good quality. But quite frankly, above all of those, this breathtaking. This is breathtaking. This is an amazing eyeshadow palette. And yes, I definitely want to get the other one, so I'm gonna look at getting it. I would absolutely recommend you to go and get this palette. I don't know what the second one looks like, but like I said, I want to get it. These eyeshadows are amazing. I quite frankly, I mean, for a drugstore and inexpensive palette, I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5 because I mean, you can't really get better than this. This is, and I'll tell you this much, there was like a minimal fallout with the matte shadows. The colors that did give me fallout was actually this one here, and I think it was one of these two gave me some fallout. But the matte shadows, I'm talking about minimal fallout, nothing for me that stood out to me that I could, you know, to see they blend so lovely. This color here reminds me so much of the peanut butter in a semi-sweet palette, so I'm definitely going to check that to see if it's a dupe. I am absolutely elated with this. I wanted to go get the Reveal 3, but I think I'm going to hold back on that. Instead of getting that one, I'm going to look for the L'Oreal La Palette Nude number 2, because La Palette Nude number 1, which is rose, is amazing. And I would definitely suggest you try it out. For those of you who have this palette, let me know what your thoughts are. If you have looks using this, absolutely share it with me so I can check it out. I'm going to enjoy this palette. I am definitely putting it in a couple other weekly baskets to come, and yeah, you're going to see a lot more use of this palette, I can guarantee you, because it's amazing. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. Go ahead and thumbs up it for more reviews. So until next time, bye.